Basically with music, and drums in particular, it was passed down through the family. So Dad was a drummer, my uncle was a drummer, I got into the drumming as well, and it just picked up as an interest for me from there, and it continued for the next, say, 20 years or so. Officially I think I've been playing for about 24 now, but I've done a couple of lessons here and there, but I'm all self-taught. My biggest inspiration in the music community would be Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater. I've been watching him, listening to him ever since I can remember. I have a lot of respect for Virgil Donati in the drumming community. He's just incredible. Some of the things that he can do, it just blows me away, and you know, I inspire to be as close to him as I can. The most memorable single night I've had as a drummer would probably be when I got my first gig playing at Bang with one of my old bands back in the day. We were sort of, you know, just playing the pub scene and just getting a couple of people here or there, and then we got that gig lined up, and all of a sudden there was people there, and it was one of our most sort of intense moments, and it's a memory for me, and ever since then it's just gotten bigger and better. The differences between corporate gigs as compared to band gigs. Band gigs, they're not very focused, so you'll go out and you'll play to basically whoever's there, whoever knows your stuff, if you have a bit of a following, that kind of thing. As compared to the corporate world, people are actually there to see you, and you're there to entertain, to perform for people, and so it's a little bit more of a enticing crowd when they're there just to watch you solely. The biggest observation I've had for playing for Sifa would be the energy coming back from the crowd. When someone's there to actually watch you entertain for them, there's a bit of communication there without communicating, and it's quite good to have that feedback while you're playing. You're actually playing off the crowd, whereas they're playing off you, so it's kind of a vice versa kind of thing, and it's really good. It makes you feel really good when you're up there performing for people. Well, a captive audience is always good for the self-esteem when you're on stage. It gives you a vibe where you want to perform better for them because they're giving you a response. When you're playing sort of on the flip side to a crowd that's there for the same reason but they're not as engaged, it's a little bit more challenging to get them engaged, so you've got to take different approaches to try and build that atmosphere in the room and hopefully engage them. Oh, I think it's a great thing. The introduction of the kit drumming and the percussion stuff, it gives another element to the DJ world. It's a little bit more of a show, something more to watch, more to experience. When you see people from a stage perspective, when you see people in the audience that are reacting to other instruments, not just the DJ, it gives a whole new realm, and it makes you want to perform a lot more and give more of a show. Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes that I see is for up and coming people is that they overplay, basically. You don't really want to overplay to show off your ability because it takes away from the performance. You want to play what's needed, and I think people respect that a lot more because it's not, you don't look like you're there for a job. You're just having a good time and you're engaging the audience and you're playing what's needed. Well, I think it's working, and it's working really well because, like I said before, it gives another element to the DJ world. Being very heavily DJ focused in Melbourne, it's introducing another layer to that. So it's basically not that you're going out to watch a band anymore or going out to watch a DJ. You're getting a mixture of both. Hardest thing I've come across as a drummer would probably be playing to no one. You pay for all this rehearsal, you work so hard at your craft, and you get all excited, you get to the venue and no one's there. It's almost a letdown, but you still give it your all. You still perform for that show, but that's probably the hardest thing, is when no one's there to see it. I personally, when I'm presented with that situation, I dig deep and go into, oh, this is what I love. I love playing these drums. I love playing with these guys. Let's just put on a show. Even though no one's here, let's just play this thing and play it to our heart's content. Definitely I keep myself centered with rehearsal. Even just at home, I've got a little room set up where I've got my drums in there, and I'll go in there like a night time after my day job, play along to songs on my iPod, play along to radio, play along to whatever I can. Even just get in there, and for me, it's actually relaxing. So if I've had a bit of a hard day, I'll go and play, and it actually relaxes me. And that centres me as well. It keeps me focused on what I love doing, and to push forward. And when I hit that point of being sort of settled and focused, I can push through barriers as well. I can expand and experiment too. So it's quite good. You can experiment the entire time you're playing in your head. That's what I'm basically doing. I'm reading the crowd and seeing how they're reacting to certain things. If the crowd is calling for a little bit of flair, you give them that little bit of flair. So basically I'm always in my head thinking about when I can do things, when I can't do things. Can I try something that I'm not even 100% comfortable with, but if I can do it, it might entertain people, it might get that crowd going. But in saying that, you still have to keep that level of don't overplay. So basically playing with a different group of people. For me, it's all feel. I can feel what the song calls for, I can feel what other people are doing, and there is a level of interaction when you're on stage with these people as well. So I tend to keep eye contact with each person that I'm playing with, and to read what they're doing, and that's what basically sets me up for what I'm doing. So in a segment, if I'm up on stage playing, in my head I'll be thinking of what's he doing, what's he doing, what's the DJ doing, how fast is the music, am I playing too fast, am I playing too slow, am I playing too loud, how's my dynamics, what's the crowd doing, have we got interaction, are people watching, are people getting bored and running away, do I need to get a clap happening, do I need to get them up, off, onto their feet kind of thing, all while keeping a big smile on my face and playing to the crowd. Some of the smaller gigs I've played, probably backyard gigs. Played a lot of gigs where it's basically parties. I mean, we've done 18th, we've done 21st, we've done 40ths, we've done stuff like that. Weddings as well, they're a little bit bigger, but yeah, we've played a lot of events with the band, that is. And you pretty much put your heart and soul into that as well. I mean, it's another show that you're playing. But the smaller ones are fun too, because you get to sort of meet new people and get amongst the crowd a little bit more after and before you play as well. Yep, definitely I love playing. No matter what kind of gig I'm playing, who it's for or where it's at, basically I love what I do, so I put on a show, put a performance out there, just hoping people are going to like it and respond to it. For myself, look, I'm expecting to better myself as a musician in general. I always am. I'm looking to expand to a different audience, to a wider audience. I'd like to captivate more people of different backgrounds, regardless of where they come from, what they enjoy as in music. I'd like to be able to captivate and entertain those people, from celebrities to people who are just coming off the street.